Stay for a year, go with the big name company, keep your head down, play it safe. Work longer than everyone else. You hear this kind of advice all the time. And honestly, that's the sort of advice my dad gave me growing up. And he meant well. Everyone that gives this sort of advice does. It's just that work's changed a lot. And some of that old advice doesn't really hold up the way it used to. Our latest blog gets into this in depth, but here are 3 that I think are worth questioning. The first one is this idea that even if you hate your job, you should stay for at least a year. But that's not always true. If a role is clearly wrong for you, staying just to make your CV look neat isn't automatically the smart move. And when the job or culture is off, dragging it out can do more damage than moving on. The APA found that 19% of workers describe their workplace as somewhat or very toxic. Staying in that sort of environment does more harm than good. The second one is to take the prestigious company for the experience. We all know or could guess that a big brand can look great on your resume, but a logo on its own isn't a career plan. If the role doesn't stretch you, doesn't teach you much, and doesn't really use your strengths, then the name only gets you so far. LinkedIn found that opportunities to learn and grow are the #1 driver of positive work culture, and that employees who feel their skills aren't being put to good use are 10 times more likely to look for a new job. So stop asking, will this look good on my CV? And start asking, will this actually help me grow? And the third one is probably the one that needs to go the most. Be first in and last out if you want people to take you seriously. Yes, sometimes you do have to put in extra effort, but constantly working longer than everyone else isn't proof that you're the most valuable person in the room. More often, it's a fast track to burnout. WHO and the ILO found that working 55 hours or more a week is associated with a 35% higher risk of stroke and a 17% higher risk of dying from ischemic heart disease compared with working 35 to 40 hours a week. A lot of career advice comes from a good place. In my case, some of it came from my dad. But work's changed. Putting in the longest hours doesn't automatically make you the smartest, strongest, or most promotable person in the room. And in a lot of careers now, loyalty on its own isn't enough either. You can't always stay in one place for years and assume progression will eventually come. Sometimes, if you want to grow, you have to move on. Careers move faster, skills change faster, and some of the old rules just don't help the way they used to. So if you're making career decisions right now, don't just ask what sounds sensible. Ask what helps you grow, what fits your skills, and what actually feels right for where you want to go next. If you want more on this, Airswift's latest blog goes into even more career advice that's worth questioning. And if you're ready to explore roles that fit where you want your career to go next, take a look at the latest opportunities with Airswift.